I did a video on Hygge, which is a Danish word basically for that cozy feeling you get and making your world cozy around you and so forth. It gives you that feeling of Hygge. And I did a video on that. I will link it here and you can watch that if you have not. But it's been going around in my mind lately as summer has approached that I wanted to do a video basically on summer Hygge. And also, I was thinking of doing a video on things that I like to call life's little luxuries. And as I was listing the items and the ideas and the things that go for each of these, many of them went together and it would have been just very, very strange to do too. So this video will be kind of a combination of both because they mean both the same things. And so by life's little luxuries, what I mean by that are, what are those things in your life or in your world, in your day-to-day life that you just get to take a pause and go, ooh, that's great, or wow, I like it, or that one little break you have during the day to do such and such a thing. Those little things are so important to all of us. And it's important to really take a moment and realize that those little things that you may do every day give you that breath of fresh air that you need just to get on for the rest of your day. And I listed the things that I truly enjoy and mean so much to me. And these things, in most cases, don't take any extra money. You know, they're all affordable. It's just little things that are special to me, and anyone can do this type of thing also. So here we go. First of all, I of course have to put candles on the list. I mean, that seems pretty obvious, and some of these won't be as obvious, but candles in general, winter, spring, summer, fall, anytime, are just so, so lovely. They just give that calming, beautiful glow and that flicker, and they just really kind of make your, I don't know, for me personally, they just make me feel relaxed. And anytime, no matter what I am doing, I could be in the middle of editing a video or working on, you know, writing letters to people, whatever it is that I'm doing, if I just find the time to just quickly light a candle that's sitting on my desk, it can be unscented or scented, doesn't even matter, but just to see that candle lit somehow makes that experience feel more special. And also, like when you have people over, either visiting, always put a candle on the table, especially if there's food involved. Make sure it's unscented if you know, I feel like you should, because otherwise the scent competes with the food. But anyway, even candles going up your walkway, your couple steps up to your house, your apartment, anything like that just really adds a special, special touch. So number one, I think candles really give you that feeling of just happiness. Another thing that I really enjoy is a good bath. I'm not a person that I shower most of the time, but for me, a bath is not as much at all about getting clean as it is that relaxation and that tactile feeling of water on your body. And to try to make it special, I always light a candle. I like to have music playing. Many times I play Hawaiian Islanders radio from Pandora, and I feel like I'm back in the islands, and it just really gives me a great feeling, and I feel pampered. And that's just by taking a bath. So if you add little things, and here are pictures you're seeing of just dreamy bathrooms, you know, and some of them aren't even rooms, they're outside, which I absolutely love that idea. I would love to have a completely outdoor bathroom. I know that sounds really strange, but if I ever lived in a place where I could, I would have that. So the idea here is to just make, you know, bring that outdoor feeling indoors. Put a stalk of bamboo or some stones or anything like that, flowers next to your bath, and it will make you feel like you're in an outdoor oasis type of a bathroom. So I like a good bath. Another thing that I like to do also is to not save my good china. And by that, what I mean is, you know how you have that set of plates that you only bring out at Christmas or at Hanukkah or whatever it is. They're your special plates, you know, and they're stacked away somewhere. They came, you know, you got them from your grandmother when she passed, something like that. And they're very special to you, but you rarely ever see them. I say use the good china. What are you waiting for? This is your life. And so for me, I like to use, I don't even have good china. I didn't get any for our wedding. You know, many people get them at their weddings and nothing was really passed down to me, that kind of a thing. So I really don't have that really good china. But if I did, and anything that is better, a better quality type china, I will use it. Even if I've even gotten sometimes those mismatched plates from like Home Goods. They're beautiful pieces of china, but you can only find certain pieces. I like that mismatched kind of a look of really nice fine bone china. You can get a plate for $6 there, things like that. And I think it's beautiful, and it just makes every meal special. You can put a hamburger on it and all of a sudden your meal seems special. And something I do always do many times is I use my wine glasses for orange juice. That's where it started. In the morning I would use a wine glass for orange juice. And then you can also use it for, you know, any type of a soft drink. You can drink milk. You don't have to have wine out of a wine glass. Something about that glass just makes you feel like you're having a special event. I don't know what it is, but it really gives you that feeling of, wow, you know, this is a special day in my life because I'm alive. Everything's great. Celebrate every day, in my opinion. That's what I like to do. So that's one of my other ideas that I like to do. Another thing to me that is a little luxury of life is to get into a nicely made bed, clean sheets, just everything's all crisp and clean and just wonderful. And to me, good sheets are an investment that if you can afford the best sheets possible, it is so worth it. You spend, what is it, a third of your life in bed? And in all honesty, there's nothing better than just having the softest, snuggliest sheets in the world. So to me, jumping into a really good bed with the best sheets possible is worth every bit of it, and that to me is a luxury. And you get that for 7-8 hours a day, every single day. So it's worth it in my life anyway. I like to think so. I'm looking at my list. Another thing that I think is a luxury, and I think many people feel the same way, is a swing. Now that sounds kind of strange maybe, but like a porch swing. I don't know if you have had a porch swing in your life, or my grandmother did. She had like this swing. It was actually not on her porch, it was in her yard on this little self-standing thing. We would go out there and swing and just chat, and the breeze would blow in the summer, and there was something so special about that. And as children, many times we swing, and there's just something very calming. I mean, when you're holding a baby, you'll swing the baby. So I think all of us as infants probably had a time when we were being, you know, when we would swing back and forth through either our mother's arms or whatever, or even on a swing set. So even if you're passing, or you're on a walk, you're passing a swing set, even if it's made for children, jump on it, give it a good push, swing. The minute you think you're too old to do something, that's exactly when you should do it, because honestly, just live your life. And swinging, there's something about it that just feels good and balancing. So I say swing. Something along those same lines that I absolutely love is a hammock. And hammocks can come in many different shapes and forms and styles and so forth. And they can be very inexpensive. The rope kind you can find quite inexpensively, or the nicely cushioned and baffled and so forth kind. They're quite expensive. But either way, as long as you have 2 poles, 2 trees, something you can string it on, you can bring a hammock wherever you want to bring it. You are good to go, and you're good to relax. And I don't know, again, what it is about being suspended like that between trees, and you just feel the breeze blowing, and there's just something so cradling about it that it just does something to my soul. I don't know, it just makes me so relaxed. I love to read in the hammock, relax. I've even been known to sleep in the hammock. I almost slept one whole night one time outside not too long ago. It was like 3 in the morning. I woke up and my family just let me stay out there because they knew I was out there, but they knew I was just asleep and loving every minute of it. So it's just something great. So I highly suggest a hammock for any of you who have not tried one. And it does seem to be better the flatter you can make it. If it's too dippy, it can really kind of bother some people. So just try to, you know, string it as far flat as you can with only a little bit of curve. Another thing that many people do around the entire world, and it is important to realize when we do this, that this is a nice little break in our world. And that is to have your either coffee break or your tea break, or whenever you have your cup of coffee or your cup of tea, the way you like it made, in your special mug or cup. There's something about that moment, that first sip, that you're just, you know, I mean, it's special, but yet it's something we do every single day, many of us. And it's worth remembering each time to just let your breath out and just be like, this is my moment, this is my break. Boy, does this just taste good. So I love the idea of a coffee or tea break, especially if you have a favorite mug or cup. And take a moment for yourself. Realize it when you're taking that sip, that this is an important moment. And a few more things that I find are absolutely luxurious, perfect for life's little luxuries. One of them is to drive with the windows down in the summer or spring, whenever you get the chance. Roll down the windows. My husband generally does this all the time. He loves to have the windows down. And I have learned to carry a hair tie in my bag because honestly, there are times that it's, you know, plus we have a convertible, and if we jump in that, he wants to put the top down. And I have to tie my hair back. But once your hair is tied back, let it go, enjoy. Let your hair fly if you want to. It's easy to think, you know, the windows roll down and you're like, oh, my hair's gonna get messed up, and you know. But try to just take a step back and go, so what? It feels wonderful, that wind through your hair and the breeze, and it just feels great. And animals, dogs particularly, you see them all the time with their heads out the window. They know what's up. They know what's good for them. And there's something just so freeing and liberating about it, and it just feels good. Another thing that I think just feels good is to put your feet in water. And it can be in a bucket of water. It can be in a puddle. It could be as you dip your feet into a pond, into the pool, at a spa. Anytime you're especially if you're taking a long walk on a hot summer day in the woods or something, and then you peel off your hot tennis shoes and your socks or whatever, your gym shoes, peel that off and you stick your feet into cool water. There's nothing better. It feels amazing. Just the water between your toes, and I mean, there's just something so amazing about that, and I don't ever want to lose the joy of that, because I think it's very special, so I do that whenever I get a chance. And the very last thing that I have listed anyway, I'm sure I could think of so many more, but the very last thing I feel is a complete luxury. I was reminded of a few videos ago, you might have seen that I went to the plant nursery to buy flowers, and there were all these water features. And that sound of water trickling, and like of a fountain, or maybe even if it's the sound of a roaring waterfall, oh my gosh, that's just life-giving. That sound is amazing. Water running like through a stream, you know, over the rocks, that bubbling, babbling brook sound, like I say, from a water feature fountain in someone's yard, just the bloop of a drop of water in a larger pool of water, all of those things, a splash of a kid jumping into a pool. Water sounds in general are just, again, they just do something for your soul. So these are the things, the items that I came up with on the fly. I could talk forever about this, but I know that you have your own special things that you actually really take the time to appreciate and love about your life and the things that you do that are really your life's little luxuries. And I would love for you to tell me what they are down below. Just can you comment for me? What are your favorite things? What are those little things in your life that just mean the most to you? And they're just simple little luxuries and give you that hygge feeling. Thank you so much for joining me. And as you know, I super appreciate it. And I will see you guys real soon. Thanks. Bye.